Day 121 consistency. Being alone teaches you a lot about yourself. When the noise fades, the distractions are gone, all the people leave or are gone, you're left with the one person you can't escape, yourself. But that's not something to be fearful of or scared of. Solitude, stillness, they can be a really great thing. That is where you have to face certain things. You have to face yourself. You have to face the truth. You have to face the things that you're running from. And honestly, being with yourself, it's not something to be afraid of. It's just looking in a mirror and understanding that at the end of the day, you are your own being, and everything that you want comes from you, and the truth is inside you. That's why they call it insight, inside. And I think too many times we're scared of isolation. We're scared of solitude. We're scared of being ostracized. We're scared of being left to our own devices. We have this abandonment issues, or we have trauma that led us to these feelings, or we're just scared, like I said, to be ostracized, or be the outcast, or not have friends. But honestly, that's where you learn the most. That's where you learn your true self. That's where you really learn all about yourself, and doing the inner work and being okay with those seasons of loneliness, those seasons of being the outcast. That is a very powerful thing, because the outcast can become the cornerstone if you truly understand what that means. But it allows you to face your fears and conquer yourself, and to conquer the voices in your head, the voices that are telling you lies, and telling you things that are not true, and misleading you to believe things that are not true about yourself and your self-worth and what people think about you. This is just depression and anxiety and other mental illnesses, or even, if you believe in spiritual warfare, it could be the devil that are filling your mind with these things and making you think that other people are also thinking negative of you. Or it can be a real life example where something did happen in your life, and now you're forced into solitude. You're forced into, being on your own. That's something that happened to me, but it forced me to level up. It forced me to realize who I truly am and know my truth, because my truth is the truth at the end of the day. Ultimately, hopefully your truth aligns with God's purpose for you, or the universe's purpose for you. That's the truth. But honestly, even if it doesn't align, your truth becomes true because you live it out. So even if your truth is a negative truth, like you go out and murder people, once you murder them, that is a true statement now that you have become a murderer. You've led that life. So, keep that in mind. But you truly become who you are, who you want to be. And then nobody else's opinions about you matter anymore, because you choose your truth. And you get your truth revealed to you. And in the stillness is where you can meditate, pray, or manifest things into existence. Who do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? Or you wait and stand fast in your prayer and meditation, and your purpose can be revealed to you, what you're meant to do. So many people get so caught up in the motions and the noise and the people and the relationships and the what's going on in the world and current events and all these things, that we lose sight of who we are. We start to become unhappy in our relationships. We start to become unhappy in our work life. We start to become unhappy in our life in general, because we're keeping up with the trends and keeping up with the gossip and staying in this and doing a job that society wants us to do, and all these different things, that we lose ourselves, and we lose what our mission is and what our purpose is and what we even want to accomplish, because now we're trying to please others, or we're trying to live a life that is not ours. We try to live a lie. And it's so powerful, or so crazy to think how many people do things that they don't even like or hate, to either appease other people, or to even just fit in. Like, you're doing something that you say you hate and don't like to fit in. So that's living a lie, the biggest lie you can even live. But sometimes you have to take a step back, spend less time, and not only when it's the right season. It's okay to spend less time with family or others. Like, lock in. People call it monk mode and stuff, and I'm not saying go Google or YouTube monk mode and do that, but maybe some isolation will do you some good. learning, what do you want your relationships to look like? What do you want your work life to look like? What do you want your career to look like? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to just go move to a different city? Do you want to level up your fitness and get in shape? Like, what do you want? And what are you willing to do? But once you get out of all the noise of what social media and the news and your coworkers are saying, you can kind of lock in and focus and, set those priorities and start to work on them. And maybe it is good in that isolation, whether it's forced or chosen. Like I said, even forced isolation is good. So keep that in mind. It is a season of growing. It's a season of doing self-work. It's a season of, having the truth revealed to you, because the truth is inside you. And if you seek it diligently, you will find it. And if you focus for once versus being distracted, you can find it. So, being by yourself teaches you a lot about yourself, because that's where all the answers are. They lie within inside you. They're already in your heart, mind, and spirit. So dig deep, find them. Spend some time in stillness. Spend some time in isolation. Don't worry about keeping up with the world for a day, for a week, for a month. And if you're really brave, a year, and see what you can accomplish, see what you can find out about yourself. So I encourage you to, don't be afraid of being alone or being in isolation or being alienated or ostracized or, being left to your own devices for a while. Embrace it and seek out the truth. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.